Black Zone family, it's God's favorite host, the host of the Moist, back here with another draft profile with my right hand man, the voice of reason, captain of the goofy ship, Crevonte, baby. Only place giving you sports how you want it.
when you need it.
We still rolling down the list, brother.
Hey man, we we really cranking these things out, man. And we
We
got
cranking out
another
another one.
top tier prospect for you guys now. Go ahead, B. Start us off.
Yeah, man, this man needs no introduction, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Derek Stingley Jr. Fun fact: his father actually played in the National Football League. He played corner. Excuse me, no, his father played cornerback at Purdue, then went on to play minor league baseball and arena football. But Derek Stingley Jr., you know him, you love him. From Louisiana, LSU Junior, 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, 35/8 inch arms, 9 5/8 inch hands. Ran a 4.3 at his pro day, Crevonte. He is coming back from a Liz Frank injury, but after looking at that pro day, looks like he's healthy to me and looking like he's going to be one of the top two corners DBs in this draft taken.
Man. So this prospect is pretty interesting because he's a junior now. His freshman year, he was on that elite level LSU Tigers team. Um, the the championship, the championship, the all world team.
Joe
um,
Burrow, Jamar.
it was star studded over there, and he was a huge reason why. Um, I'll go down a couple things. He's elite in man coverage skills. Um, not those. I feel as though those are the best corners, the ones that learn that early, learn how to play man coverage early. Because I feel like as a defensive coordinator, you can teach zone and your zone concepts and things like that on the defensive side of the ball. But it's much harder to teach man and chase and run and all that. And him being able to do that is a great step in the right direction. Um, Looked like an elite prospect his freshman year. If he could have came out, if he could have been a one and done like in basketball, he'd be in the league already.
Top five
Um,
pick.
top five pick, yes. He would have been one of the many Tigers that went. Let's see what we got. Um, Always tight in coverage, great athlete, and has great size. Being 6 feet, about 190, he's not good height, long arms. At 190, I think that's a really good size, great ideal size for a corner, and he has a willingness to tackle. And I say willingness because they play corner. Like, yes, you want everybody on defense to be able to tackle, but he's not gonna be sticking his nose in too much. You know, the elite corners are a little bougie. They can't be a little bougie in that sense, but willingness to do so is important. Um, I like to see the attempt. Um, you ain't gotta make all the tackles, but be there at the very least. Push him back inside. You know what I'm saying? Um, Now if we go to the not so greats again. Top tier talent. We're nitpicking at this point. Um, Slight decline that was 2 years ago. Um, that we've seen the best of him. So that's still in a lot of people's minds. And he's not say he dropped off, but he declined a little bit um, due to injuries. Um, he's only played about 10 games over the last 2 years.
Yep.
Not great. Not great. I'm I'm really against guys being hurt because you know my motto: hurt guys stay hurt.
Right.
um, so yeah, that was my gripe with Tua Tagovailoa when he came out. Um, and that's over the last 2 years, only 10 games. Not great. Um, Definitely more of a man guy than a zone guy. But again, I think if he gets with a good defensive coordinator, a good DB coach, he can learn zone. But he's got man down pack. You can put him on a you can put him on an island pretty much day one, and he will swim.
I mean, Derek Stingley came in, like you said, as a freshman, set the world on fire, battled some injuries the past 2 years, but I mean, you gotta love what you're seeing at the pro day. Looks like he's healthy. Looks like he's back to that freshman Derek Stingley, and motivated to show why he might be someone who could go early in this draft. I know I had the Lions up in the beginning. No, the Lions aren't going to take him, but Crevonte, this I could see him going in the
Yeah.
top 10 potentially as an outside chance, but man, it's going to be a. Where do you think he may go, and what do you compare him to as a corner?
Um. So he does have top 10 top 10 talent. Um. Top 10 talent, and the only reservation I think would be the injuries. Just like the other guys who have a slight injury history. Um, he can go as early as he goes early as 9 to
Hmm.
the Seattle Seahawks. Because I don't think, even though the Giants have having some issues with Bradbury, I don't think they'll take him at 5 or 7. That's really, really high. And we also have another damn good corner that's probably actually going to go somewhere in
Right.
that range. But I think he will, if he gets into the top 10, I think he'll go 9 to the Seattle Seahawks.
I could see that, or him going to the Vikings at 12. That's what I had him in the mock. So he is a guy that I wouldn't mind the Ravens even trying to trade up and take him if anything, but he's got the speed, got the man press man ability. Who does he remind you of?
Um, he reminds me of one of my old guys that played for the Commanders and played for the Falcons. D'Angelo Hall reminds
Okay.
me a lot of D Hall.
That's a good
Great,
comparison.
great, great man guy, and has some good speed.
That's a good comparison. Derek Stanley, I mean, one of the most infamous prospects of this draft. You probably, if you know anything about this draft, you probably know about Stingley, and he's got it in his DNA, and I think he's going to be a good pro, as
Yeah, he's good. As
long as he
long
stays
as he
healthy.
can avoid the injury, he can avoid the injury bug. Hey man, he could be arguably one of the best players in the draft.
Couldn't agree more. Any other thoughts on Stingley before we wrap it up?
This is a deep class. Somebody's gonna find some gems. Like we're just talking about the top tier, the high end guys, but the wide receiver class, the cornerback class, and edge is pretty deep. So who knows? Maybe we look back in a couple years. Maybe the cornerback class might have been the best class in this draft. Who knows?
We shall definitely see. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let us know what you think about Derek Stanley and where he may go. Make sure you check out the links to all of our other past draft profiles as well. Cavante, we're going to keep rolling. The NFL draft, we can
Keep
almost
rolling,
feel it.
baby.
Only place give me sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Flex on podcast, another draft profile in the books. We gone, y'all. Like the video, subscribe.